Ahoj a dobrý den! Konečně je tady čtvrtek a vy jste se dočkali videa o gramatice. Hello! Thursday is finally here and my video about grammar is ready for you. Jdeme na to? Let's start. I would like to talk about the verb to have, meet, which you probably know. It means to have, but did you also know that it has a second meaning which is very handy? Meet, used with an infinitive, works as a modal verb in Czech. So it would be translated as shall in a question or to be supposed to. Let me give you an example of two sentences. Mám schůzku. Mám schůzku means I have an appointment or I have a meeting. This means to have, right? Mám mít schůzku. Oh, suddenly we have two verbs, but one is conjugated and the other one is in the infinitive form. So it doesn't mean I have to have, but it means I am supposed to have an appointment. Mám mít. Mám mít. I am supposed to have an appointment. So we talk about an obligation or about something expected. First, let's have a look at examples of present tense of a verb to be as a modal verb. I suppose that you know well how to conjugate the verb to have in present tense, but in case you might not remember, I put here a little box and I will keep it here for you to remember. Já mám, ty máš, on má a tak dále. Now we are going to have a look at examples of questions with the verb to have as a modal verb. The first one is mám otevřít okno. Mám otevřít okno. This means shall I open the window? Shall I open the window? Mám otevřít okno. Or you could also translate it as should I open the window? But in Czech we use the present tense for this question, shall I? Next one, máme ti pomoct? Máme ti pomoct? Shall we help you? Shall we help you? Máme ti pomoct? So again, we have the verb to have and the infinitive. Mám to zopakovat? Mám to zopakovat? Should I or shall I repeat it? And again, mám, já mám, zopakovat, to repeat. So you see, we have the verb to be in its present form plus the infinitive. If you don't have the infinitive, then it means to have. In these three sentences, we will translate it as shall or should. Now, I wrote three other sentences where the verb would be translated more as a supposed to. We are talking about an expectation or obligation. Supposed to. Mám to udělat do zítřka. Mám to udělat do zítřka. I'm supposed to have it done by tomorrow. And again we have mám udělat, the infinitive. I'm supposed to make it or do it by tomorrow. This is expected of me or it's my obligation. Let's see another example. Herci mají být charismatičtí. Herci mají být charismatičtí. Actors are supposed to be charismatic. So people expect from actors to be charismatic. Imagine you see your favorite actor or actress in the street and they are not nice. They don't look charismatic at all like in the movies. So you could say, actors are supposed to be charismatic. Herci mají být charismatičtí. Mají být. Mají, the verb to have, plus the infinitive. Supposed to be charismatic. Or when we talk about the weather, this verb comes in handy a lot. O víkendu má pršet. O víkendu má pršet. It's supposed to rain at the weekend. Má pršet. It's supposed to rain at the weekend. Every time we talk about weather, there is some kind of expectation of temperatures going up or down or raining, snowing, so we usually would say this. Má pršet, má sněžit, it's supposed to snow. Má být teplo, it's supposed to be warm. Má být zima, it's supposed to be cold. So again, these would be translated as supposed to. Let's do an additional practice if you'd like. Opakuj po mně, repeat after me. Mám otevřít okno. Máme ti pomoct. Mám to zopakovat. Now the other three examples. Mám to udělat do zítřka. We have this interesting word, do zítřka. Zítřek as the tomorrow, the day of tomorrow as a noun. We could say do zítra, but do zítřka is also common and it's a little bit more informal. Herci mají být charismatičtí. We spell it with S, but we pronounce it as Z, charismatičtí. O víkendu má pršet. Super. Jdeme na další věty. Let's see more sentences. Okay, minulý čas. Past tense of the verb to have. Remember, the verb to have is irregular, so we have měl, měla, měli. Because this is a modal verb, it would not mean should, but in past it would be translated as should have, something that already happened. So either we would translate it as should have or was or were supposed to. Například, for example, měla jsem otevřít okno. Měla jsem otevřít okno. So, měla jsem otevřít okno means I should have opened the window. Or I was supposed to open the window. This is out of context, so you don't know which out of these two options is the right one. So imagine situation A. You leave the house and you keep the windows closed. It's a hot day. And you come back and it's really hot. The sun is shining through the windows. So you say, oh, I should have opened the window. Měla jsem otevřít okno. Or situation B. Your mother asked you to open the window and you forgot. And then after 30 minutes she asked you, did you open the window? Měla jsem otevřít okno. I was supposed to open the window. And again we have the past tense. Měla jsem plus the infinitive. Měla jsem otevřít. I should have or I was supposed to open. Další. Měli jsme to udělat včera. Měli jsme to udělat včera. So your deadline is gone and then you realized we should have done it yesterday. Or we were supposed to do it yesterday. Again, měli jsme udělat. Další. Měli jste mi pomoct. Měli jste mi pomoct. Look at this mess. You should have helped me. Měli jste pomoct. A další. O víkendu mělo pršet. O víkendu mělo pršet, ale je hezky. It was supposed to rain at the weekend, but it's a really nice weather. We expected rain, but it didn't happen. It was expected, it was supposed to rain. Mělo pršet. Mělo because we talk about it, počasí, the weather. So remember, it means should have, kind of like a regret, regretting something you did or didn't do, or was or were supposed to, when something was expected of you. Because we are talking about to have as a modal verb, it doesn't have a future tense. It's not possible to say bude mít pršet. It doesn't make sense. So future does not exist. However, if you want to say should and you mean that something would happen and you refer to some kind of hypothesis, you would use the conditional tense, which is formed by past tense. And the auxiliary bych, bis, by also here for you. I haven't explained conditionally in any of my videos, but that's also something I will do in the future, so no worries. For those of you who know conditional, this will be a little extra for you. And for those of you who don't know the conditional yet, this is something to look forward to. Měli bychom ti pomoct. Měli bychom ti pomoct. We should help you. There is still time. Not we should have helped you, but we should help you. Měli bychom ti pomoct. This is the conditional and again the infinitive. Herci by měli být charismatičtí. Actors should be charismatic. Herci by měli být. Herci by měli být charismatičtí. Měla bych to udělat dnes. Měla bych to udělat dnes. We went back in time and your deadline is still tomorrow. You're thinking, I should do it today before it's too late. Měla bych to udělat. Měla bych to udělat dnes. Or this is the perfect way to give somebody advice what to do and what not to do in a polite and careful way. Neměl bys jíst tak pozdě. Neměl bys jíst tak pozdě. You should not eat so late. Neměl bys jíst. Or měl bys jít spát. You should go to bed. If you use the conditional for a question, as in, should I open the window? It sounds kind of strange. I wouldn't recommend to use it. Měla bych otevřít okno? It's not incorrect, but it would sound too indirect, too complicated. Mám otevřít okno? Or you are moving into a new place and you're carrying boxes and you're asking, where should I put it? Kam to mám dát? Kam to mám dát? Where shall I put it? Rather than, kam bych to měl dát? So we are a bit more direct in this sense. A to je ode mě všechno. This is all from me. Uvidíme se příští pondělí v češtině na gauči. I'll see you next Monday in my episode Czech Language on the Sofa. Ciao!